Hello, this is Carrie from PNW Wine Life. We are celebrating our 7th year of wine blogging. Today I wanted to show you some of the wines that I have bought this spring, and there's a lot of them. We're going to go through all the wines that I bought this spring that I didn't accidentally drink and then recycle, and I can't show you the bottle, etc. I'm going to talk about why I bought the wines that I bought, why I joined the wine clubs that I joined, etc. And I do have 2 club shipments to pick up soon. Savage Grace and Grosgrain from Walla Walla is shipping me something this week, and I'm dying to see it. But let's start off with our Woodinville wineries. So when I moved to Chelan last year during a renovation, I took all my Woodinville and Walla Walla wines with me because my neighbors in Chelan, I'm not going to say they're sick of drinking Chelan wine, but they're very experienced at drinking Chelan wine. And I wanted to bring over stuff they hadn't tasted. And they went crazy, and they especially loved Savage Grace. They'd never had it. And it's hard to get on their wine club list. So they were lucky I shared my bottles with them. So I came home to Woodinville, moved back in, and didn't have any wine because we took it all away. So I got to start over and go shopping. So this spring, I've gone to several wineries, and I wish I had set my camera up so you could see them more easily. Let's start off with the whites. I went to 425 Cellars, which is in the Apple Farm Village, and I will put them on the screen so you can follow them and check out their website. The winemaker is Corey. This is his famous Grass Lawn Albarino. It's a 2022. I'm not sure when the 2023 comes out. Might not be soon. I don't know. Check their website and their socials. This is a highly esteemed, acclaimed, award-winning Albarino, and I probably should have bought a case of it, not a bottle of it. The fact that I still have this bottle left is testament to my willpower. So I drink a lot of Albarino as a vegetarian. It pairs amazing with my tofu, vegetarian Indian food, etc. So I do try to keep a lot of it in the house. This is a porch pounder, but that's not saying anything bad about this wine. So this is the Grasslawn Albarino from Columbia Valley AVA. While I was there, I picked up several of his reds, but we'll talk about that later. This is the Gold Coast 2022 Sauvignon Blanc, Columbia Valley AVA. Now, 425 Cellars is in the Apple Farm Village. If you want to run down and check them out, look at the website and their socials for their hours, because I don't know, and we never want to say the wrong hours, and then you show up at the winery and they're closed, and you're mad at us and mad at them. No. So we never mention hours if we can help it. I stopped by Cedergreen Cellars. This bottle is empty. I'm about to recycle it. They are in Artisan Hill. Let me put them on the screen. And they are the nicest people. Oh my gosh. So I went wine tasting with my cousin. She loved their rosé especially. We took home their Sauvignon Blanc. She's mostly a white wine drinker. We're working our way into the reds. This is a 2019 from Columbia Valley. It was amazing. I think I drank this over 2 days. I didn't drink it in one sitting. During that really nice early fall spring week that we had, I had 2 afternoons of just sitting on the cheese lounge reading a book and drinking Sauv Blanc, and that was part of it. Thank you. Now I'm going to recycle that one. Since we're talking about whites, let me throw Lobo Hills on the screen. When I have someone who absolutely they're not ready for red wines yet and they want to taste some interesting whites, I run to Lobo Hills, which is also an Artisan Hill. And this is their Yakima Valley Sauvignon Blanc 2022. This also came in handy on one of those false spring Saturday or Sundays when it seemed really nice and I was out in the backyard pretending to help my boyfriend garden, but I really was not being very helpful. I was walking around with a glass of wine looking at the flowers. So this is Lobo Hills Yakima Valley Sauv Blanc. It was amazing. And they are an Artisan Hill, and they have amazing reds too. But if you have someone that really only likes whites, drag them there. They'll love it. Next, Gard Vintners is doing some interesting things, by the way, and we're going to talk about that in my wine news show that I'm doing maybe later today. You'll see that on YouTube. So let me put Gard up on the screen. Gard Vintners has tasting rooms in Walla Walla. I'm blanking out. Didn't do my homework. Anyway, obviously, Woodinville, they're at the junction. This is where I grabbed their 2022 Sauvignon Blanc. Lawrence Estate Wines, Columbia Valley, and the State Sauv Blanc Very, very good. They also have a restaurant in Prosser. Nope, I need to do my homework. I can't remember. There's over 1,100 wineries in the state, maybe over 1,300. I can't remember everything. Help. So next, Alexandria Nicole Cellars. I am a club member there, and in all of Washington State's 1,300 wineries, I've only joined 6 wine clubs. Alexandria Nicole Cellars is one of them. Delicious wine, beautiful, cozy tasting rooms, amazing staff. So this Roussanne came in my wine club shipment, which is a mixed because I love reds and whites. It's a 2023 Roussanne. There are not a lot of Roussannes in Washington State, and they are delicious. I tend to be a Sauv Blanc girl. The mouthfeel on this is really good. I tasted it recently in their tasting room. It's nice to have this handy, and Roussanne is not going to be a porch pounder, but you're going to want to serve it with food, and it'll be amazing. It'll make the meal incredible. And as a vegetarian, I would be having this with probably a fake meat club sandwich and a salad is what I would pair it with. So this is the 2023 Roussanne. It is from Destiny Ridge Vineyards, Horse Heaven Hills, which makes it estate as well. And this one I didn't drink yet. I'm going to throw it in my fridge. We have one more to talk about. A rosé that I picked up a couple because I'm going to share one with Jen from LaShellé Wines. They are in the Warehouse District. This is the 2022 Grenache Rosé from Rattlesnake Hills. It is amazing. The winemaker is a woman. We love to support women winemakers, but we also just love to buy her delicious wines. Produced and bottled by LaShellé Wines, Woodinville, Washington. So this is a beautiful rosé, and rosé season is here. It is time to stock up for summer. So the fact I only bought 2 is restraint. I went out 3 or 4 weekends in a row before I started traveling again, and I'm leaving for Chelan pretty soon. So I knew I had to stock up, but I spent a shocking amount of money on wine. When I got my credit card bill, which I pay off every month, I was like, oh, I've been a bad girl. And I do want to mention that we get an industry discount. Thank you very much. And a lot of people think wine bloggers just got free wine all the time. No, this is a very expensive hobby. The next thing I wanted to mention, back to Alexandria Nicole Cellars, is their adulting canned wine. Now, a lot of people are snobby about canned wine. I like it, but we have to remember that each can is 2 glasses. It is too easy to chill these, sit in the backyard, drink 2, you think you're having 2 cans of pop, and then you get trashed. Not good. So 1 can is 2 glasses. Be careful. So they changed the packaging a little bit. Looks a little different. This is the Adulting 2022 Bubbly White Wine. And then this one is the Red Blend 2021. And I think they mentioned they have some Malbec in it, but I could be wrong. Check their website. And then, of course, there is a rosé, which is a bubbly rosé. Now, why would we have canned wine? If you're taking it to a beach or park that allows alcohol, you want to have a can instead of glass. If you're going hiking, I would drink this at the end of the hike, not the beginning. Boating is the main reason that I have canned wine. Boating. So convenient, easy to grab, and etc. So I did a taste test last year for a wine snob that thought they wouldn't like canned wine. Poured this into a glass, poured another wine. They could not tell the difference. Ha ha. I like proving people wrong like that. It feels good. So next, let's continue Alexandria Nicole Cellars. This came in my wine club shipment. It is members only, 2021, so I probably won't open it for another year. Estate grown Destiny Ridge Vineyards, Horse Heaven Hills. What is in, here we go. 50% Syrah, 44% Grenache, 6% Mourvedre. So it is their GSM, which I will probably open at a dinner party, and I do host those quite often, even though I'm not a very good cook. I tend to gather food and put it out. So next, Mr. Big is the 2021 Alexandria Nicole Cellars Petite Syrah. And I do have a Petite Syrah collection because I want to do an industry tasting party where we open up 10 or 11 of those and compare. And I will be doing that this summer. And with Petite Syrah, correct me if I'm wrong, we're serving steak or barbecue with that. And of course, barbecue tofu for the vegetarians and vegans. This is Mr. Big. Also, I'm very excited. Let me know how long I should wait to open this, a 2021 Malbec. Probably not opening it this year. Mr. Popular, Estate Grown, Destiny Ridge Vineyards, Horse Heaven Hills, Malbec. And I'm definitely in a Malbec phase right now, thanks to my friend Valerie. Let's go back to 425 Cellars for the next reds that I bought at a recent tasting at the Apple Farm Village. Matone Road, did I say that right? Matone Road. 425 Cellars always names their wines after local areas that we would know of. This is a 2019 Sangiovese from the Walluk Slope AVA. And I've recently heard some tasting room employees at various tasting rooms say Waluki Slope. It's Walluk. I checked to make sure I'm saying it right. Anyway, Sangiovese, I love Sangiovese. So I have a little collection. It's hard not to open them all, but I will be opening this summer at an outdoor party in my backyard for sure. And also from 425 Cellars, I always buy their Terrace Tempranillo. Love it, love it. I probably should have gotten more than one. It's from Rattlesnake Hills AVA, and this is the 2021. And I will likely open this one this summer as well. Let's move on to the visible Nicole. Nicole 41. Their tasting room, of course, is the iconic schoolhouse in Walla Walla, and then they opened up over here at the Woodinville Schoolhouse District, not the Hollywood District, the one at District Flats with a terrible parking garage. So this is Nicole number 41's Cabernet Sauvignon cellar selection. I bought it because I don't buy a lot of Cabernet Sauvignon for my house. It's kind of boring. We all drink Cab Sauv all the time. But this one was stunning. And when I tasted it in the tasting room, I was like, oh my, I have to buy it. I have to buy it. And the year is not on the, 2020. It's from the Ferguson Vineyard Estate Grown. I will probably be opening this fairly soon, just because I can. I'm not trying to age wine. I'm not trying to collect wine. I'm more of a buy something so you have something nice to open for people when they visit person. I also got their Apogee Pepperbridge Vineyard 2020. This is 50% Cab Sauv, 28% Merlot, and 12% Malbec. And then they threw 4% Cab Franc in here. So it is a red blend, and I do like to serve red blends at dinner parties where I have what I call civilians. People that aren't in the wine industry and aren't wine snobs, just regular people that like good wine. This will blow them away. It'll be amazing. And it was not that bad of a price. Good value with my industry discount too, of course. So we have several more wines I wanted to show you that I bought. Let's go back to Gard Vintners, who's at the Junction. This is their 2019 Merlot, and I often go wine tasting with my friend Shona from Wine Diva Lifestyle, and she's a Merlot lover, passionate advocate for Merlot, so I always have to have a little on hand for her, and I love it too. This one is Lawrence Estate Wines Royal Slope, and I think I would open a 2019 any time now. And it is rainy today, and I'm going to light a fireplace later, so this might get open tonight. Even if Shona isn't here to share it with me. Here's another Gard. A Cabernet Sauvignon, which I don't normally buy. Tasted this recently at their Junction tasting room. It was amazing. It's the Grand Class 2019 Cab Sauv from Lawrence Estate Vineyard, Columbia Valley. It is, wow, amazing. So if you're a Cab Sauv lover, I'm probably going to hang on to that one for a little bit because I really want to share it with a Cab Sauv fanatic that I know. Moving on to, let's do Adams Bench. So Adams Bench is opened up at Wooden Creek. They used to be up on a private, like Hollywood Hill at their home winery. I could never get an appointment. So when they opened at Wooden Creek, I ran down there. Their wine blows me away. It's at the higher end of what I usually spend for wine, even with my industry discount. It is so amazing. This is a 2018 Petit Verdot, and I also have a small Petit Verdot collection. Not everyone likes drinking 100% Petit Verdots, but I'm going to have some special industry friends over that appreciate them. We're going to open everything I have up and taste it all. This is the 2018 Horse Heaven Hills Petit Verdot from Adams Bench. I also grabbed And I don't open these for just anybody. And this one is a treat, a 2016 Columbia Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. And Adams Bench ages their wine in the bottle. And when you're at the tasting room, you're tasting at least 2 years older wine than the other tasting rooms are pouring at the time. And this is the Cab Sauv, which is amazing. I opened, there's 17, I think, for my Chelan neighbors who know a lot about wine and really enjoy good wine. And it blew them away. They were just, wow. It was kind of hard to get a glass of my own wine that I brought once they tasted it. This is Sangiovese from Adams Bench, a special treat for me. 2018 Yakima Valley Red Willow Vineyard. I'm probably not going to share this with anybody. I'm going to hide it somewhere in my house so no one can find it. Let's go on to Feliciana. Castillo de Feliciana has a tasting room next to the Tolt Pipeline Trail, so I'm often stumbling down the trail and flopping into their chairs, gratefully for water and wine, because it's 3 miles downhill and then we Uber back because we're not walking back up. I love that I can walk to the Hollywood district from my house if I take the Toll Pipeline, which is woo. This is their Malbec 2018 Estate Walla Walla Valley. Their other parent winery is in Walla Walla near the Oregon border. Are they technically in Oregon? Can't remember. I better look that up. This is their Malbec, which I forgot they made. I usually go there for their Albarino and their Tempranillo, and here is their Tempranillo Reserve. And this is a 2014. So I will be opening this up this summer at a party for industry friends and sharing it over a bonfire. And this is their Garnacha, the Spanish version of Grenache, Walla Walla Valley 2016. So almost a library wine. It is going to be a great summer. Let's jump down because I can reach them to Wit Cellars. They are in the Warehouse District next to Story Cellars. They usually have the cheese lady there, and their tasting room manager is amazing. This is another Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't usually buy those. I know I've said that 4 times in this video, but it was so good I had to have it in my collection. And this is a 2020 from Elephant Mountain. So I might open this in a couple years if I can control myself. I could open it now, perfectly drinkable and delicious, but what a favor I'll do myself if I can wait a couple years. This is their Mourvedre. Shona and I are big fans of Mourvedre. This is a 2019. I might bring this over to Shona's when we get together to watch Palm Royale, which she hasn't seen yet, and I think she's going to love it. It's so wicked, and the costumes are so good. It's on Apple TV if you're curious. Next. Oh, yes, Otis Kenyon is next. I got rearranged with my wines. I got to put them back here so I don't run out of order. I also wanted to bring out the LaShellé Wines Malbec, going back to Wines by Nicole. She is in the Warehouse District, and this is her 2020 Malbec from White Bluffs. And I hope I bought her Mourvedre, but I don't see it. Shoot. I hope I did. I love her Mourvedre especially. Okay. I hadn't been to Otis Kenyon either in their Walla Walla tasting room or their Apple Farm Village here in Woodinville. So I ran into Otis Kenyon. I met Amanda, the tasting room manager. She is amazing. Thank you so much for such a wonderful tasting experience. And I ended up buying 4 bottles. Otis Kenyon's 2021 Matchless. And if you don't know the story behind the name of the Otis Kenyon Winery, be sure next time you're tasting to ask, because it's a very interesting story. Matchless is red wine. Well, that was helpful. It must be their red wine blend, and I must have loved it because I bought it. And it's the 2021, and I'd be confident opening it today and drinking it. I thought I had a rosé from Nicole. No, can't find it. Oh, I must have drank it. Okay. Continuing with Otis Kenyon, this is their 2018 Merlot, which was amazing. I remember being at the tasting room and I was like, oh, a Merlot, yay. Oh, wow, it blew me away. Fantastic. Otis Kenyon is a highly regarded winery from Walla Walla. If you haven't been, please run to the Apple Farm Village. Do yourself a favor if you like reds. 2020 Malbec. I definitely have to have 8 or 9 Malbecs in the house for when people visit and want to drink some. And then I got their Cabernet Sauvignon 2018, which I will open soon, because it's so good. I need to throw some parties. So that is most of my recent wine purchases from Woodinville that I'm hanging on to for upcoming parties or trying to sit on for a couple years. Stop by PNW Wine Life. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, because if you'll bear with me for a second, when we post to Facebook, if you don't click like and comment, Facebook doesn't show you our posts very often. We like YouTube because if we make a video, YouTube shows them to you, and you don't have to watch. We're not offended. But if you like hearing from us, you're more likely to see things from us on YouTube, because they will show you everything we do. Instagram and Facebook, once in a while, will show you something if you're not liking and commenting. So I hope you enjoyed this. Drop me a note in the comments with which one of these wines you would be most curious to try, and which winery you're going to dash down and check out for yourself. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.